Welcome to This Day. It is Thursday, October 27th. Just a few more days until Halloween, but of course it is the Halloween weekend, so hopefully you have your costumes ready to go to some fun stuff. All right, let's go ahead and tell you about our meetings that we have. They're both at 2 o'clock this afternoon. One is the third Water Conservation Committee, and that will be in the Elm Room. And then at 2 o'clock also is the United Agenda Prep, and that will be in the Willow Room. Now, if you want to follow along on either one of these virtually, you would go to the Laguna Woods website, lagunawoodsvillage.com, and you would go ahead and click on the governance boards and agenda, and you can find the link within there. All right, on our show today, we have Elise Rothrock, who is the editor of our Village Breeze. And she is, of course, with Village Management Services. And then we have Christina Simons and Arta Bakshande with Alignment Health. And they're going to go through who they are and what kind of plans they have for those of you who qualify for Medicare. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. We are looking at nice weather, no clouds really. A little bit here and there, as you can see in the background, but pretty clear today with temperatures about 75, 58, 73, 58, 75, 59, 78, 60, and Monday for Halloween, 77, 61. Our sunrise this morning was at 7:06, and our sunset will be at 6:03. And don't forget that we're going to be rolling our clocks back November 6th at 2 a.m. or the night before. All right, when we come back, we will have Elise Rothrock, so stick around.
Laguna Niguel Hyundai used car sales event is going on now. Save now on over 250 used cars, trucks, and SUVs in stock. All makes, all models, all price from $20,000 or less. Plus, we'll buy your current car, paid for or not, including lease buyouts with top dollar paid on the spot. Shop online anytime at LagunaNiguelHyundai.com at the 5 freeway at Avery Parkway.
At Genesis Medical Center, our goal is to treat chronic conditions with a traditional and holistic approach to get the best results. We created a program we call Diabetes Reversal, targeting people with prediabetes and chronic diabetes. The patient is closely and personally monitored. We check parameters, blood sugar monitoring, A1C, cholesterol, high blood pressure, and weight. We offer natural supplements, and we will hopefully decrease the amount of medications you're currently taking. We teach lifestyle modifications, increase confidence, and control the disease.
Now at LA Carpet & More, you can transform your old bath into a new walk-in bathtub or shower in as little as 2 days. Plus, save 50% off and get 5 years 0% financing. It's easy, affordable, and fast. With 35 years in business and serving over 300,000 satisfied customers. Call 800-684-4100 for an appointment or visit one of our showrooms.
LA Carpet, #1 for you.
Who is RadNet? You've probably heard our name and seen our commercials, but you still might not know who we are. RadNet is the largest provider of outpatient imaging services in the United States, with over 8,000 employees and almost 400 imaging centers in 7 states. Likely, if you have had diagnostic imaging, you have experienced RadNet's high-quality, cost-effective imaging services. With 35 years of expertise, RadNet is leading into the future with advanced technology and the very latest AI technology. We are positioned for the future of healthcare. RadNet, leading radiology forward.
Welcome back. Well, we have Elise Rothrock, who is the editor of the beloved Village Breeze. Hi, how are you today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you? Thanks for having
Good.
me.
Oh, of course, of course. And we are talking about the Village Breeze that we have every other month, I guess you could say, and it covers 2 months. And the one that was just delivered, correct?
That's right.
Is
That's
out
right.
and about, and I just love the cover.
I
They
do
look like they're
too.
having a blast. Does that not
They do.
depict most of our residents?
I think it does, that sense of joy and wanting to get out and do things and, be free and exercise and, just do things that are good for your mental and physical health,
Exactly.
this really could be anywhere. And, October, November is always kind of a challenging month cover image-wise because it's not really the holidays. And, I think last year we did this great shot of a full moon, and that was a beautiful shot. But, this one, myself and my colleagues, we kind of bandied a couple of options about and decided on that one. And we like it.
Now, is this a particular photo that was submitted?
No, actually, this time this is a stock photo.
Okay.
Sometimes we use stock photography. More often than not, we use photos that are submitted by residents.
Okay.
I've taken a couple myself, but
Wow, okay.
every once in a while we do use a stock photo, especially something like this. That
Yeah. But
is fun.
if you look at it, it looks like it could be right here in the village without an issue at all.
Absolutely.
All right, perfect.
Absolutely.
Now, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the things that you have. So on the features page, you have all the different things that are going on. So that's in the actual magazine itself.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me
yes.
about some of the things you cover.
Well, talking lots of trash, that's an important
Yes.
topic right now. And I
Yes.
know that General Services Director Robert Carroll has been on to talk about these topics as well. And
Right.
it's always great to just share that message repeatedly so that people really understand and know what's going on and how they can take care of their organics recycling and their bulky items and breaking down cardboard boxes and just making sure that everybody can contribute to the program and participate. A friend indeed, that was something that was submitted to, the idea was submitted to us. And, we just thought it would be a really touching story. Repairing the damage is another great story. That was another idea that came to me from a director on the VMS Board of Directors.
Okay.
He was a patient at the Advanced Wound Healing and Hyperbaric Medicine Center for Saddleback.
Okay.
He had suffered an injury that just wasn't healing properly, and he went there and he was so impressed by everything that they did for him and how his healing progressed once he went to that center.
That's great.
And it was a great idea. That's why I love it when people submit ideas because these are the things that affect residents or residents are talking about or your neighbors.
Yeah.
It's really great. So I want to continue to encourage that. Birthplace of Orange County.
This was a great story, and I saw it was by Jennifer Carmarker.
Yes.
So is she still writing, evidently?
She is. She's taken on a freelance writing role for us, and she does a lot of other freelance writing. She's kind of made that transition.
Wonderful.
And she is a fabulous writer. And
She is.
one of the benefits of having her write for us is that she already knows the village so well.
Exactly.
And she just has that talent as a writer and can really bring things alive. And if you haven't been to San Juan Capistrano and the Mission, it's just such a fabulous place to go. Especially during the week when it might not be as crowded as it would be on the weekend. It's just so peaceful, and there's so much history there, and it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. And then everything around that area in San Juan is just so fun.
Yeah,
It's really a great
they really
place.
are doing a lot down there, and then they have that new hotel that's there, and so there is a lot of beautification that's gone on over the last couple of years. So awesome. All right, good. And then when you say talking lots of trash and breaking it down, one thing I wanted to take a look at, which we'll show in just a minute, is the layout. How do you decide? I've never been an editor of any publication. So how do you decide where everything goes and lay it all out? I mean, do you have someone do that for you, or do you do it?
I do not do that. I can do design, but this is a big project, and while this is being designed by another colleague that I've worked with for a really long time, she can work on this while I can tend to other things. But it's really a long process. You come up with the editorial ideas. You gather the content, you assign the content to someone like Jennifer. It comes in, you edit it, you pair it with photos that you think might work. You try to bring in sidebars to add another dimension, quick to read, full of tidbits and tips. And then from there, I put together in the industry, it's called a dummy. And basically, it's a map of where I want everything to go.
Okay.
And then I turn over the documents, the photos, this map to the designer. And based on all of that information, She then puts that together in an Adobe program called
okay.
InDesign. So she designs everything.
So when you hand her the map and all of the documents and things that you want, do you, is that all done digitally?
Yes.
It is. So there's, it's because I remember in the old days, you know, we'd have to tape things on. And
I
that
remember
doesn't
those
happen
old
that
days.
anymore.
Yes, I remember when I started in the publishing business, you know, you had to pick up your type from a typesetter and glue it and paste it. And then if there was a mistake, you had to cut it out with an X-Acto knife.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember those days. And then progressing to now where everything is done with a different Adobe programs like InDesign and Photoshop and all those kinds of fun things.
Right. Yeah. We have everything now. Now, one thing that you always do, which is great, is you put the map in the middle, and I think that's important because we have a lot of new people that are moving in here now, and so when they get this, at least this is nice and handy.
Yeah, we use that for our docent tours. You know, we point that out to folks so that they can get a better idea of just the lay of the land and how everything looks topographically. But yeah, we love that map. We also try to include the in your neighborhood, which are the schedules of street sweeping and things like that.
Oh, okay.
And then the frequently called numbers. This issue does not have that because I needed to make space for other things. But the map is always there.
Well, and then on page 45, if you guys have gotten your magazine, there's the mutuals. So you talk about the different mutuals, which I think is great, and that goes over what board members and things like that, what they're working on.
Yes, and it's a lot of different information that comes directly from GRF, from Third, from United, and from the VMS Board of Directors.
Okay.
And that content is written by a director themselves. So they decide what kind of content they want to really get out there to members, and so that's a really important section. That if you want to know what's going on in the village, if you want to know what's going on specifically in your mutual, or things that you really need to know and keep in mind, that's a great place to make sure that you check out.
Yeah, you know, every issue you come up with so many great ideas. However, you definitely would love to hear from the residents, like you had mentioned, and if they have a story or they know of somebody that they should have a feature. Is it best to send an email directly to you?
Yes.
Or okay.
Yes. And my email is always on page 1 at the bottom of the editorial.
Okay.
And people are welcome to share ideas, commentary, feedback, positive. Otherwise, it's all welcome. It's the only way that I really know that the magazine is going in the direction that people want it to go. Right. And we're giving them the information that they want. So feedback is important.
And then let's talk about where we can get this. I mean, it is not delivered, or it is delivered?
It is delivered.
Okay.
It is supposed to go into every mailbox, for every manor. For some of the multi-unit buildings, they're placed in a stack in the mail room. Okay. But sometimes, for whatever reason, it doesn't always make it to its mark. Okay. Because it's bulk mailing, it's treated a little bit differently than first-class mail. Okay. But yes, you can find the Breeze at a lot of different touch points throughout the village. The clubhouse offices, the fitness centers, the equestrian center, the garden centers, the library, the history center, and right here in the community center as well. Okay. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
And now it's already dropped?
It has, yes.
Great. So everyone should have it.
They should.
But if not, they can always pick it up at any of those locations.
Absolutely. And they can always email me and let me know, too.
Okay. All right, good. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate the information and all the hard work. It's just looking so beautiful every time.
Thank you very much.
All right. And of course, if you did not get your copy, you can always pick it up at any of those locations that we mentioned, or you can send an email to elise.rothrock@vmsinc.org. And please submit some great ideas for the next issue, which will be December and January. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Today I have Christina Simons and Arta Bakshande, who are here on behalf of Alignment Health Plan. Well, welcome both of you to the show. Nice to see you. It's been a while for you.
Yeah, good to see you as well. Thanks for having us.
It's great to see you. It's fabulous.
So there's a lot that's been, obviously going on, and since October, there is open enrollment until December 4th, and you provide a variety of different options for people who are eligible for Medicare. So before we get into that, what I would like to do is just to get to know you both personally a little bit, and we're going to start with you, Arta. Tell me about your background and how you got involved.
Sure, happily. So I, like Christina, started at Alignment pretty early on. I'm a board certified internal medicine physician by trade. I'm also board certified in artificial intelligence in medicine. I'm our chief medical informatics officer, and I spend most of my time both seeing patients in the virtual setting and in the hospital setting, but also with our data science team and our engineering team building analytics and understanding of our patient personas and the medical data and getting that down to the provider level.
That's really interesting because I've never really heard of this with any other health plan. Why is this unique?
I think it's unique because a lot of the older health plans don't have the infrastructure to have data flow quickly. So think about, 20 years ago, the computer that you used compared to the computer that you use today,
right.
How much faster it is. Some of those legacy health plans are still using those old 20-year-old computers. So to try and get information out of it, it's very difficult. And what we did differently was create this new modern data architecture that allows us to use modern computing, get information down in seconds to the provider level. So if you pick up a medication today, I know you picked up the medication today.
Oh,
if you
wow.
didn't, I also know you didn't do that, right? And we can make sure you're adhering to your medications and a multitude of different use cases there.
See, that's really key. And this is something that you and I really haven't talked about, and we will talk about it again at a later time. However, for you, you've been here before, but tell me a little bit about your background.
Yes. Well, Dr. B, we call him Dr. B for short. We've been working together for quite some time. As a matter of fact, my role with the company is I oversee the sales and the growth initiatives as well as our retention, because you're only as good getting your members on board, keeping them and keeping them happy.
Right.
But what's amazing is that I've had the privilege of working with this leadership team now for, my goodness, over 16 years.
Oh, wow.
Even though Alignment was founded in 2013. A lot of our history goes way, way back. So, just to throw this out there as well, from our board of directors, we have over 200 years of Medicare Advantage experience and knowledge coming together to really and truly make Alignment stand out and a little bit different as far as how we approach care.
Right.
The last thing I'll just quickly add is really and truly our values and what we do. We literally wake up, eat, breathe, sleep. Our values, which really and truly are putting the patient first, supporting the doctor, revolutionizing technology and data, and we do it all with a serving heart.
Well, and like you said, you have health plans that are provided for a variety of different people, but of course they have to qualify for Medicare. And then the background that you're providing is just a really nice combination. So let's talk about some of the plans that you do provide. You are kind of a couple of them are different that I had not seen before.
Yes, they are. So real quick, we offer a variety of different types of plans, but just to kind of set the stage, we are a Medicare Advantage product offering a slew of different types of HMO, PPO, as well as chronic special needs plan. So we're really champions on the aging of a new era for the senior to really make sure that we've got the right fit depending on their needs. So for example, with the chronic special needs plan, these plans we can actually focus and allow folks to actually enroll outside of that annual election period, which is right now, October 15th through December 7th, which is right now happening. Yes, happening right now. But part two of that is we also have PPOs. And we really, what's amazing is that seniors are actually opting 1 out of 2 to join a Medicare Advantage plan because we bring so many additional extra supplemental benefits attached to that. Last thing I want to add with regards to the PPO product is we've really expanded our network. So last time I was on here, we were super excited because we were able to bring on Hogue as a new partner.
Right.
So not only do we still have Hogue, but also Memorial Care, which is right here, very popular in Orange County. We just brought on UCI as well.
Oh, that's great.
And it's a zero premium product. So of course, right now is the time to shop. And again, there's so many different layers to add with the value of what Alignment Health Plan can bring.
That is awesome. And now there is something new that's coming up for next year, which would be, would that start in January?
Yes. So what happens is that they have the option to shop around between October 15th and December 7th, and then whatever policy they choose or keep, if you're happy with alignment, you don't have to make any changes. And those policies go into effect January 1st.
Okay. Okay,
Yes.
and then what are some of the new things that you guys are bringing on board?
Well, last time I've always talked about this. We're very excited about our black card, our Access On-Demand black card. It really and truly is very unique, and we actually are very pleased and impressed to have that. All of our members will get this card. It'll have their own personalized name on it. But what's really amazing is it's two functions. Number one, there's an 800 number on the back, which allows 24/7, 365 days of the year, access to a live representative. I mean,
that's nice.
seriously, who?
Yeah.
I challenge what health plan actually offers that 24/7 to help them just navigate through their benefits. But what's crazy too is that, or not crazy, but amazing, is because of the way our technology is set up, when that senior is actually calling in to our health plan, through our virtual care center, we're able to actually identify and triage any high-risk members or identify because of our technology.
Right.
But the second thing that the card does is we've been able to expand and embellish our benefits to include a lot of other value adds that aren't typically covered by Medicare. So on that card, because it acts like a debit or MasterCard, we're able to load dollars onto it, whether it's towards OTC allowance, grocery allowance if they qualify, a new flex purse for next year where they can actually enhance towards dental, vision, or hearing. And on some products, we're even adding the opportunity for folks to use either towards gasoline or pay their utility bills, because again, it acts as a debit MasterCard in those situations.
Wow, that seems pretty unique. Is that like that anywhere else?
No, it's quite unique. And it makes my job as a physician incredibly easy, because imagine how many times, I have a senior that says, I need this medication, but I can't afford it. Or, oh, I don't have any Tylenol. Well, you have a black card, and by the way, you've got $20 or, $50 on the card. You can go and purchase that at any local retailer. Or, I don't have enough food. Okay, well, you know what? You have money on your card. It's specifically allotted for food. You can go and do that. And then that experience with that 800 number is different as well. Because you think about, if I need to call in and speak to a clinician, I may have never met you before, right? But when you're calling into Alignment, because of the data platform, I have all of your medical history, we have your pharmacy history, your lab history. So I, as a physician, can be very quick in understanding, okay, these are your medications, these are your chronic illnesses. Where even in my own, personal life, when I've had friends call another insurer because they're obviously not on Medicare, and they have to go through this virtual urgent care, if you will. The person on the other line doesn't know anything about them, right?
Exactly.
And it'd say, oh, well, I forgot what the medication that was. Oh, I'm not home, and I don't know that. But because of the way that we've built our data platform, it allows us to really know you as an individual, and I can provide you with another level of health care, and not default to what a lot of my colleagues do, is just go to the urgent care, go to the ER. I can't help you. I don't know the answer. But most of the time, we do know the answer, and we can help you stay happy, healthy, at home, and get you what you need.
That's awesome.
So I think that's the big difference.
I think that is very important. We look at some of these other health plans out there, and they're very fragmented. And that seems to me that you're covering that, so you can be a one-stop shop. You don't have to worry about exactly what you just said. You don't have to worry about these things. The black card sounds a little like a health spending account. So is it kind of similar?
It's very similar. You're using it for over-the-counter, medications. There's a grocery benefit in some cases where you can actually buy groceries, and then all these other new flex spendings that you can do. It's really unique in the marketplace, and it came from. Our background is we all have family members in Medicare, and Medicare, just the other plans have failed our family members over and over again. So it was how would we design this for mom? How would we design this for dad? And how would we, to provide that level of care to any of the Alignment members is like providing care to family. Right? And that's where this really came from at the end of the day.
Well, it would certainly save us who are trying to handle our parents' health care, that's for sure, because I'm getting bills and I'm like, wait a minute, what is this for and what's that for? And so for someone who isn't in Medicare, for me to understand what's going on is quite difficult. So this could be a great advantage for certainly some people that would be
absolutely.
able to follow it along. So once they've decided, they can do the research on your website, of course, all the different things that you provide. Once they've decided that they would like to go with you, what do they do?
Well, they might need some help deciding as well, just because, as we know, navigating through Medicare can be a very challenging situation for most seniors. But they can go ahead and give us a call at 888-979-2247, where they can speak to a licensed agent. We also have licensed agents that can actually come out to their home. So if they want to learn more from the comfort of their home as well, they can call their current licensed agent broker that they might already be working with as well.
Okay.
So we have plenty of different opportunities. And if they just want to go to alignmenthealthplan.com direct and do an online enrollment themselves, they have that option as well.
Perfect. Well, have I missed anything?
No, I think we got it all.
I think we got it.
Yeah.
All right, well, excellent. Well, thank you so much for the information. And of course, everyone has until December 7th
Yes.
to go ahead and take advantage of open enrollment with Alignment Health Plan.
You got it. Thank you so
All
much.
right,
Lizzie.
you're welcome.
so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And as we mentioned, you can certainly give them a call at the number that's on your screen, or you can go to alignmenthealthplan.com. We'll be right back. Let's quickly preview the movies that are coming up tomorrow and Saturday. So tomorrow we have Rear Window, so just perfect for the time frame here as we get closer to Halloween. You can see that at 2 p.m. with subtitles and 6 p.m. without. And then on Saturday, we have American Made, great flick, and I think you're gonna enjoy that at 2 p.m. with subtitles and 6 p.m. without subtitles. And then just a reminder that Prescription Take Back is October 29th. And you can go to St. Nicholas Catholic Church between 10 and 2 and bring all of your discarded medications. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather real quick before we head out. As I mentioned, we are looking at nice mild temperatures in the 70s, 75, 58, 73, 58, 75, 59, a little warmer, 78, 60, and then back down to 77, 61. Have a great day in the Village. We'll be back again tomorrow right here on Village Television at 9 a.m. Bye-bye.
I would like my patient to have a very positive experience. One that they feel comfortable, they feel it's a safe environment. For me, I feel a personal relationship is the most important, more than the actual dentistry itself. I can earn their trust and they can feel comfortable, and it allows me to do my job the best. And that means a lot to me.